Oh, I'm live and it actually works. This is cool. This is actually working the way it wants to work. Are you live at the moment, babe? Can you guys hear me? I'm not too sure if you guys can hear me. I don't know how this is working. This looks good, but can you hear me is the main question. Okay, Philly can hear me. That's the only thing that matters right now. All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you guys are. So this is the first Facebook Live that Jesus, Instagram Live, Instagram, even worse. My day is not going great, as you guys can tell. It's a Monday. We're doing YouTube Live. It is currently 5 p.m. at Melbourne. So, there is a few questions already up top by Unfamous. Hey guys, thanks for sharing your wisdom with us. I'll be late here in the States. Blah blah blah. With every business, do you have separate business accounts for each one, or they combine under one corporation? Or yes, so all my businesses are actually ran under one PTY Ltd. So they're all registered under one business, and all the other small businesses are actually umbrellaed under those. So every single time I apply for like credits or home loans or whatnot, I like to just apply under my business, and therefore it gives me a good what's it called, asset, I would say. Hey babe, turn off autofocus. Why am I turning off autofocus? Oh, you can see. Ah, this is cool. Look, the square. I can't. I gotta get up and do it. Hang on. Let me change this. Hang on. Is that better? Nah, I can still see your camera settings. How about now? I can still see it. No, it's good. It says this is the worst. This is the worst thing I've ever done. This is literally my this is there's this box around my head, and it literally says there's no SD card. I can see it right here. See that flashing number 2? That's me not having an SD card in there. Anyway, this is on another level. All right, guys, let's have this personal, intimate talk about business. I literally just want to do business talk. So let's do this real quick. Okay. Hey guys, welcome everyone. Good. Tiger was actually, I've seen Tiger at Rolling Loud as well. So we got invited VIP to Rolling Loud, and that was good. That was actually really, really good. John V asks, you gonna make more Japan mask designs for the shirts? Yes, we are. We for KOKAINE themselves, we are going to be making a whole heap more of printed, very customized prints. As you guys know, if you guys can see my fist, this is probably the smartest way to do it. This is the tattoo designer. So she designs all my tattoos, and she's going to be starting to design all the KOKAINE stuff as well, all the prints and stuff like that. When will your next collaboration be? Okay, you guys are going to hear it here first. No one else knows about this. Literally, the only people that know is all the people that work with us. So maybe a handful of people. But we're going to be doing a Saintside X KOKAINE collab. We were supposed to do a collab for their 10-year anniversary, but it didn't happen because we were just busy, and I didn't want to jump on Mark's train of his 10-year collab. And I feel like his 10-year anniversary was a bit more important than a KOKAINE collab. Let's be real for like 2 seconds. Hey, Hal. With VCE exams coming up, do you believe it's necessary to go to university to become create successful? That does not make sense. Okay. I'll tell you guys personally what happened to me. So in year 11, I actually got expelled. I went to RMIT to do year 12, which gave me the upper hand to actually get into RMIT. I did get a good enter score. I got 86 something. I can't remember. I did end up going to uni. I dropped out of uni. I actually deferred for a couple of years, never actually came back. I played basketball the whole time. Like, I'm not even going to lie. I would personally say go to uni, learn as much as you possibly can, because I do regret actually deferring, and I do regret not knowing the base book smart. I'm going to call it book smart of running a business, because all the stuff that I learned was off the fly. If you guys didn't see this, I hid this can of V behind my barracks. And Yeah, so I definitely recommend going to uni. I definitely recommend getting any knowledge as possible because I feel like knowledge is the key. You might only remember 10% of the stuff you learn, but that 10% always adds up. So continue learning. Learning is absolutely necessary. Um, what was your inspiration to start making businesses? You know what? I hated working for someone. That's it. I hated working for someone. I hated being told what to do. I'm not a very good person when I get told what to do. When I truly believe that I know better, which is probably an ignorant thing or a selfish thing. But hey, it worked out pretty well. A lot of the things I did work a lot of retail jobs at the same time, and I analyzed those retail jobs, and I was like, hey, I could do better. I literally could do better. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just test it, I'll do it, and if it works, it works. And um, it was big trial and error for the first couple of years of my life. I'm never gonna lie. For the first like 3 to 4 years, I opened businesses. They weren't good. They weren't working. KOKAINE was a 4 to 5 year business, so that was a struggle. I'm not even gonna lie. More Blossom hoodies, Brian. More Blossom hoodies. You know what, guys? I'm gonna let it all out right now. This is gonna be just a good, intimate relationship between me and you guys. Is that we are restocking Blossom hoodies, Blossom masks, Geisha hoodies, and maybe the Secret Sneaker hoodies in about 2 to 3 weeks' time. So I'm hoping to restock it mid next month. You guys gonna hear it first. It's only gonna be 100 of each hoodie, or probably even less. Sorry, I even added one more thing. We're restocking the black geisha tees as well. So it's 100 hoodies of each hoodie. That is it. That's gonna be. It's coming up summer. I don't want to make no more hoodies. No one wears hoodies in summer. I'm literally doing this because you guys have told me that you guys wanted it, and I was like, you know what? I'm getting low-key annoyed, and I just want to give it to you guys. And please stop annoying me about restocking hoodies. I'll restock them whenever I'll feel like it. But no, seriously, I'm restocking it for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm telling you guys now. So probably second week of November, there will be a massive restock of just all hoodies. Oh well, I'm gonna go through all these. Javier, hey, how do you think it could be possible to create KOKAINE on your own? Or do you believe a team of people is necessary? Guys, guess what? It was literally just me and Philly. Well, technically at the start, it was just me. For the first couple of years, it was just me. And then when Philly jumped on board, and because she was working 9 to 5, a normal job, I was doing it all on my own, like everything A to Z. I believe you don't need a team if you can't afford it. Now I do have a team. So I do have Christian, Excess Media. I do have Zach. I do have my cousin Tin. I do have Philly, and I also have Philly's cousin Lauren. And so that means our team's only 7 people. But a lot of the ins and out of the actual business, I do it myself. So all the social media, all the emails, all the books, and all that I do myself. Everything else that I believe that doesn't need to be done by myself and is a waste of time for myself to actually do, I would rather have someone else do it. So if you guys can afford a team, by all means hire a team. If you guys want to do it with some of your boys, like I would get a massive group of boys and or girls and just like be your homies and just be like, yep, let's start a business and delegate your work. I had a really hard time actually understanding how to delegate work and how to actually make people understand or make myself understand that I need to give this work to someone else because I don't have time. And I just want to put my hands on everything. And I really feel like I only know best. That's a very selfish decision on me. But now I've sort of understand it. And now the business is actually growing and I can grow the business in other aspects that I haven't been able to. How did KOKAINE take off into such a successful business? You know what? It didn't. At the start, like I've said this multiple times, I slept. I kept stock for 3 years. Like if you guys go through one of our houses, one of our rooms in our house, there is a room that has a closet full of old stock. And we have no idea what to do with it. I don't want to sell it. I probably give it away, but it's the old logo. Before we turned it into the Japanese logo, it literally says KOKAINE blasted down like the shoulders. Like It was just terrible. It was a terrible idea at the start, and I just had to revamp the brand. And ever since I revamped the brand, it just worked. Like, I hate to say it, I was just blessed. I'm not even gonna say I'm lucky, but I definitely worked way too hard for this shit. And D, how do you put yourself out there and network with people? Honestly, you just do it. Like, I was very I felt like I had nothing to say. I felt like I had no experiences to talk to people, and I just wanted to learn. So if you're able to have the ability to learn and able to put what you think you know away and start learning new things and implementing those new things, it's actually really good. Like, I'll give you guys a good example. Like, I'm a DJ and I went back to DJ school. And that was after like 5 years, 6 years of DJing. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Everything I believe I know, I'm going to scrap it all and start from the basics. And that's literally it. Because now I've picked up skills that I never thought I had. And it's the same thing with business. Like, you can't believe in yourself that you know everything. There is no way that you know everything. And that's the way that I believe that I've just kept moving on. Does that make sense? Yeah. Networking is just a big thing. Like, just speak to people, knock on doors, just chat to people. Like, I feel like I came up in the era when Facebook groups were starting to pop off. People were really starting to be popular on Facebook, on those Facebook groups like Kickstand, like Underground Society, Copper Drop, all those kind of people. And I sort of just aligned myself with those people and started, even Yeezy AU, sorry, shout out to Oliver, shout out to Jay from the Kickstand, all those kind of people. I literally made it a rule that I rocked up to all sneaker events. I rocked up to everything. I let people who know who I was like, hey, I'm Hao. I currently own the Sneaker Laundry, X, Y, and Z. I try to create a good network around me that can support me. Because another thing as well, one big network that I joined was Mark from Saintside. Like, if you guys don't know this, before I met Philly, I went through a rough breakup, and then I was hanging out at Saintside for 6 months every single weekend, and I was just picking Mark's brain. I was literally like, hey, Mark, what if I do this? Hey, Mark, why do you do that? Hey, Mark, what is this? What is that? I just asked a million questions. I know I was being hella annoying, like, but I have to admit, I owe easily Saintside boys 50% of what I know now, like, easily. So shout out to Mark. Would you rather start with a minimum capital on your own business or have someone finance your startups? I like playing with my own money. I feel like I like to be always in control. I don't want to lose anyone else's money. Capital investment is good if you have a plan and you know it's going to work. But if that was the case, everyone would be doing it. So I don't know. That's a very quick way to sort of sum that question up. Saintside is pretty expensive. You're going to put a Saintside collab. Saintside's not that expensive, to be honest. Like, some of their classic tees are $25, $40. So we would always like to keep our pricing very affordable. The way I see it, it's like this bathing ape top, right? It's $120, $140. I know when I was young, I wasn't able to afford this. So that means, like, I still wanted to be cool. I still wanted to be whatever, but I wanted to make KOKAINE a limited brand that was affordable. And I'd rather not make as much money and be able to sell to people like me, how I was. So I technically made this brand for myself, my younger self. If I saw a cool brand that I could afford, but it was limited and all that, I'll jump straight on it. And it's hard because I don't want to be charging $120 for a tee. Like, if you guys don't know, you guys seen my tees. I literally put a lot of effort into quality, everything. French cherry is one of the most expensive cottons you can actually use. And when people see it, they're like, why the hell are you only charging $50 and making barely nothing on it? I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm doing it because I want people to enjoy my stuff and I just want to get it out there. Billy Wong, what made you come up with the brand KOKAINE? To prove my friends wrong. If you guys really have to know, I'm gonna put it on tape right now. I've said it to a few people, but I've had some friends who do some stuff, and I was like, I'm gonna do it another way, and this is the way I've done it. If you guys understand, you guys understand. I don't want to snitch on anyone, but this is literally it. Johnson, what's up, bros? A Trillax and KOKAINE collab. Hey, I'm never gonna hate on collabs. Trillax, hit us up. Like, if you want to do something, let me know. Just slide into the DMs, and I'll just be like, "Yo, Trillax, let's do something." Matt, would you consider collaborating with some Melbourne artists on installations and digital content? Yes, I truly believe that digital content and installations and whatnot is the retail experience and the pop-up experience. So if you guys always come to our pop-ups, we always change it up and we want to have a different experience every single time. And if anytime we can collab with another artist to actually help us with the pop-ups and makes our visuals come to life, I'm definitely down for a collab. Easily. What is the strategy in terms of your selling your product as compared to how other competitors selling similar products to you? Personal branding, full stop. And sorry, I lied. Let's undo that full stop. I'm trying to work harder than anyone else. That's it. I'm putting in more work, less hours, right? So a saying that I always have to say is the input of hours does not mean the output of work. My output of work is killer. Like, I'm not even going to toot my own horn, but I'm tooting right now. But my output of work is great. And that's, I feel like, honestly, I get so much shit done in one day compared to a lot of people. And I feel like that's the only reason why I'm winning. And anytime I feel like I stop, I will lose. And I came up from a family that winning is the only way. There's no participation awards. There's no second, third, fourth place, none of that shit. Like, I just want to be first and I just want to be better. And I think that's my motivation at the same time. Okay, Ceylon, only go into university if you have cash savings on paid fields. Don't, but yep, that is definitely true. I'm studying business at the moment and working part-time retail. I want to start up my own business. What's the next best step after uni? Daniel, get retail experience. I hate to say this, I worked as a retail assistant, a retail seller. Trust me, understanding how to speak to customers and what customers actually want, and understanding that not everyone is smart. I'm not saying everyone's dumb, but not everyone has the same common sense as you. So I used to work at a phone store, and people used to come in and be like, "Hey, my phone doesn't work." And 80% of the time, they don't have their SIM cards in. The phones are not on. The phones are not charged, and you can't just expect everyone to have the same knowledge as you. So I would go out there, actually get field experience, understand what you're getting yourself into, and then work from there. Because there's no point being a great designer and having no idea how to serve customers or what customers actually want. Like, I truly believe customer service is very important and should be one of the top tiers things that you get experience in. Sorry, Daniel, would you recommend starting a business with selling small and affordable accessories or items, or a fully fledged clothing line? Daniel, whatever you possibly can do, that's what you should be doing. That's it. If you can afford it, go nuts. Like, accessories for us, the profit cost value is the same as clothing. Like, you guys know, we charge only $15 for our lanyards. Lanyards are usually like $40, $50, like, easily. Like, even our leather ones, we make like real leather lanyards, and people are only paying $15. So it's like, whatever you can possibly afford, do that. That's literally my best thing. How much does it cost to set up a pop-up store? Like, what are the costs involved? Okay, this is a very interesting one, and this is sometimes where I see that I'm going to be brutally honest with you guys, that our KOKAINE pop-ups don't make that much money, because let's do Melbourne pop-up, the one at no vacancy. So at no vacancy, you pay $2,400 for the week, and we don't use it for the week, which is annoying. So we don't actually capitalize on the whole time. We only capitalize on the Friday. So we did Thursday setup, Friday we had a VIP night, and then Saturday and Sunday we traded, right? Paying for staff for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we had 2 staff every single day. So that's like $600 or like $700, depending. I'm not paying them $200 a day or whatnot. So you're sitting at $3,000 already. And then if you like, bring all your stuff to setups and stuff like that, that's $2,000 to $3,000, depending on what your setup looks like. And then you got to actually factor in, so wage in factor in how much do you charge yourself for your own salary. Like at the end of the day, like it's $4,000 to $5,000 easily just for a pop-up setup. And like you can just do a cheap one and literally just have like clothing racks and just whatever and do it yourself. But at the end of the day, I want to make an experience. I want to make you guys enjoy yourself, be able to take photos, all that kind of stuff sort of leans in and factors into the cost. Like that's probably the smartest way. John, I know this isn't business related. We need more cooking videos from Philly. Every business people got to eat. Babe, did you hear that? You need to make more videos. Yeah, cooking with Philly. People want cooking with Philly. So you gonna do it? Philly said, whatever you guys want her to cook, just comment it down below and she'll read it. How do you manage taxes? Do you use Xero or do you have an accountant? I have a lot of friends that are accountants and I try to manage my books myself. That's what I actually studied as well. So I try to do it my best. Collab with Trillax. Guys, just tell Trillax, tell the owner of Trillax to hit me up and we'll work something out. How necessary do you think buying a warehouse was to run KOKAINE, or do you still think working from home? Javier, mental health issue was the reason why I stopped working from home. We technically can't push this all the way back home because we're just expanded to a point that it doesn't fit at a house anymore. But for the first year or two, it was all working from our homes. Like if you watch all our previous vlogs, we were sewing in our house, we were relabeling in our house, we were packing in our garage. Like I didn't even park the cars in the garage. It was literally a packing station in the garage, and I would just pack in the garage, pack in the front room, pack in the lounge room. We had stock just piled up everywhere. It was not a good living condition. I mean, I understand that you want to cut costs and stuff like that, but it gets to a point that your mental health is very important. Like I was just waking up, going to work. You wake up at where you work, you sleep where you work. It just gets to a point that you're just like, where do I break myself from work and home and a bed? Like I was working in bed with a laptop and I was just working. I never like steered away from it. And it was just mentally draining. Like at least here I have a check-in time, a check-out time, and I go home and just enjoy, relax, and be comfortable at home. Matt, do some prototypes, man. Hit me up. DM me. Any business ideas. Trust me, guys, I'm down to invest in business ideas and I'm down to help people. So if you guys have a really good business idea that you want help on, or do you want to reach out to me to see what we can do together, I'm fucking down. I'm so fucking down. Like I open businesses left, right, and center. So I'm down to help anytime, anywhere. Hit me up. Call me. Literally. Let's do it. And let's do this. How do you make sure your output of work is killer without sacrificing times? I find that I work long hours, but it's not effective work. Oh shit, where did it go? Oh, I'm scrolling and fucked up. If that makes sense, definitely. And trust me, I used to be like that. I used to sit down. I thought I did 12 hours of work, 14 hours of work, but like 2 to 3 hours of that was mindless scrolling on Facebook, mindless scrolling on Instagram, mindless scrolling on eBay and clothing, Yeezy Supply. Like I was just doing dumb shit. And then when I realized, that's why I have a whiteboard. I don't know if you guys can see my whiteboard. There's a whiteboard on the right-hand side. And downstairs now, I've painted a whole wall of whiteboard so I can literally map out, okay, cool, it's 12 o'clock. I need to do this. At 1 p.m., it needs to be done and I need to move on. And then X, Y, and Z. I believe working on your own, you need to be your boss and your employee. So you need to be on your own ass being like, cool, you know what? All this shit needs to get done today. And there's a saying that I actually say all the time to people who ask me how I get shit done. Try teaching your dog tomorrow. Like try teaching your dog that they're going to get this treat tomorrow. It's not going to happen because humans are the only ones that we have a factor of time, and we play this time in our head as in like, okay, cool. I have a lot of time in the world. I'm just going to do it tomorrow. I'm just going to do it tomorrow. And it never gets fucking done. That's it. I've sort of understood that I factored in my time correctly. I want to get this done. I know the output of it and I'm going to get it fucking done. That's it. That's very, very simple. Okay. What's up, Cotton Patch? Are we talking finance? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. YKTR cocaine collab. You know the rules. Based in Sydney. Hit me up. I said I'm free. I'm down. Ready. Would you ever have a permanent store? If store, Brian, you win. What's up, Brian? Vietnamese brother. Permanent store. Me and Philly have actually been thinking about a permanent store, but I think we're going to take one step at a time. So we want to do cocaine permanently online, but we don't want to sacrifice the exclusivity of the brand. So where we like, fuck you, Jerry Lorenzo, you sort of literally fucked this up for me. I've been building this up for 2 years. I wanted to do a cocaine essential brand. And Jerry Lorenzo decided to do Fear of God Essentials, and I was like, fuck, now I can't do it. No hate on him. It was a great idea because now Fear of God now has grown even more because of the essential line, and everyone's rocking the essentials because one, it's affordable. Two, it's accessible. Three, it's comfortable as hell. Like I love my Fear of God Essential jumper. Like no lie. We might start separating or segmenting the brand, so it will be either like a cocaine black and a cocaine white, and then the white label would be just the ones that you guys can always access online, and then the black label would be more limited stuff like the blossom hoodies, the geisha hoodies, everything that usually sells out really quick. So that would be keeping the exclusivity side of it, and then keeping it the ability for the general public to still buy, because right now I don't feel like we have enough stock to open up a permanent store. I would love a permanent store, but there's a lot of funds and a lot of actual background work that I actually need to do on it. Another reason why Secret Sneaker Store was a 2-day pop-up, and we decided to do the whole 2 days with the amount of time that they actually are open, is because we wanted to test out how well a permanent store will work. Does YouTube help you out with your brands? I would say yes, and I would say no. I sort of did, like, me and Philly started this because we wanted to document our relationship, and then it became something, and then we're like, you know what, fuck it, we'll just keep doing it. I truly believe creating content over all platforms. Like me and Philly now on TikTok, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and I'm on Spotify. So like, I truly believe creating a brand awareness for yourself as a self brand, because that's really where the real money comes. And I'm not going to say that I'm trying to sell to you guys. I don't. I truly give you guys the option. If you guys want to buy shit because it's cool, buy it. Doesn't bother me. If you guys want to go to a competitor, buy it. It doesn't bother me. I'm fully supportive of that. But I truly believe that I want to become a person that's be able to sell ice to an Eskimo. That's pretty much it. Why would throw money away on collector stuff? Better to invest in companies. Collector stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna give you. Yeah, this is stupid. I have some collector stuff in the back there. I have a cause thing on this side. It is stupid. I have to say it is stupid, but I think I've got to a point that money is not the motivation. I don't care about it. I'm not saying I don't care about it. Every time I have this conversation with Philly, it's a really hard conversation for people to understand and gasp. Is that I'm not motivated by money enough. I'm content. I'm cool with making what I'm making now, and I just want to help people. Like, I feel like helping a person is more effective than making money off that person. Like, that's why I said to you guys, whenever you guys want to, like, you see me on the streets, you see me in Philly, and you have a question and you want to sit down, I'm going to give you 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to give you 20 minutes. I don't care. I'm down to help you guys out. I'm down to have a conversation with you guys. Any help that I possibly can give to you guys. That's it. See me at a club, see me at walking on the side of the street, see me shopping. I'm down. I'm more than happy to help, because I feel like money and you can go so far, and I'm just sort of just enjoying my life right now and trying to help out people, because it's hard. What do you reckon it will be to take cocaine to become recognizable worldwide? So currently, sorry, my so if you guys don't know, if you guys watch the HaoYouPhill vlogs, and I just created a supply crate with you guys. She's messaging me right now, and it's going pew, 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 making that sound. Anyway, wait, sorry. What do you reckon it will be to take cocaine to become a recognizable brand worldwide? So I added brand. I'm going to give you guys another scoop. We are doing a Gina Darling X Cocaine collab. And I feel like that's the first step to taking it to the States. So shout out to Gina Darling. She's always been the cool girl that we just hit up. Like we met When did we meet Gina Darling, babe? Yeah, so Gina Darling actually rocked up to the Sneaker Laundry grand opening while she was in Melbourne, and I was like, hey, we just connected, and I just started DMing and sent her some stuff, and then she's like, let's do something. So we do have a Gina Darling X Cocaine collab coming out real soon, and then we're gonna have a Gina Darling whole collection. So we have one collab coming, like one piece that's coming, and then she's gonna be coming down. So this is a sneak peek for you guys. She's coming down sometime in January to actually work with us, and we're gonna build a whole collection with Gina Darling. So trust me, guys, this is how far I have sort of planned ahead. We're already planned. Oh my god, this person stopped texting me. Jesus, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, cool. That's it. I literally did not say that I was selling drugs. I said that I knew people that did something, and I said I'll do it a different way, and that's why I called it cocaine. I'm not. Yeah. My teacher said you and him used to sell fake vape together ages ago. I think he's in Vietnam now. What, bruv? When is the next vacation? Me and Philly were actually going to think about going to Brisbane tomorrow to go Byron Bay. But if you guys don't know, Supply Crate, the stock is coming in and I can't leave, so I need to get it sent out. So that's really annoying. Would you be able to help someone set up a new brand clothing items like Tesla Lovers Club? That's sick. Like Tesla, as in like the car. That's pretty cool. Just hit me up in the DMs. Socks, Josh, what's up, bruv? A rave hoodie, yes. We actually do sometimes permanently target the rave sort of attire, but I don't really like raves. I don't go to raves, so I sort of just I sort of low key do it, but it's sort of still Japanese influence. So rave culture doesn't really bother me. What time do you wake up and sleep? Do you work on cocaine ASAP? What time do I wake up and go to sleep? I go to sleep 4, 5 a.m. sometimes, 6 a.m. sometimes, 12 p.m. sometimes. It really just depends. I set myself a goal of all the work that I need to get done, and we usually just get here before the couriers come. So there's really not a set bedtime and wake up time, but we just try to have at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep, which is I'm going to say normal. YouTube Ghost pop up Perth. We will come back to Perth. We are definitely coming back to Perth because the reason why another reason why we didn't come down to Perth this time is obviously I'm having family issues. I don't want to leave Melbourne or even the country for a long period of time. And also that Edward from Cabinet Noir just opened up his new store, and we wanted to be placed into his new store. That's the pieces of the puzzles haven't fallen perfectly, but start of next year we'll be back. We'll be back. Do you find it difficult to say no or reject people sometimes? Okay. The way I speak to you guys is the same way I speak to my parents, Philly, anyone, brother, sister, mother, dad, dog, cousin, anyone. So I'm straight up to everyone. So I don't find it that hard to reject people. It's easy for me to say yes and no. So I don't put on an act or on a sort of tone. Like I don't have a girlfriend tone. Like, do you know how some guys have girlfriend tones? I don't have that. I don't have a mum tone. I don't have a dad tone. For this to be related to everything, so no one can actually catch me out on my bullshit. So this is literally how I would talk to you or talk to anyone. So it's not hard for me to say no. It really isn't. And if I have to say something straight up to someone, I'm going to say it as bluntly as possible. So there's no beating around the bushes. And you just got to understand that sometimes I'm arrogant, I'm selfish, sometimes I'm a douche, and that's it. You got to do it. Okay. How would you describe your relationship with money? By the way, thanks for money. My relationship with money. Like I said, I'm content right now, and I understand we as humans. This is some Zen, like crazy, like another world thought, but we made all that shit up. Greed, fancy cars, all that. We made it all up. Like, so that's why my relationship with money now is like, yeah, it's fun, it's good, but we made it all up, and it's not the end of the world. And I'm happy to go. Like, I hate to say this out loud. Like, I'm happy to go back to zero because I started with zero. And I was content at zero. So even at wherever I am now, I'm still content. So I'm good. what made you start 2 cents? 2 cents was just another business that I wanted to start. A lot of people actually don't know I own it, and I sort of keep it low key. But besides you guys on YouTube that know, my personal family, friends, and stuff like that really don't need to know. It was, oh my god, I'm talking so much. It was more of a way to test the market. I test because I didn't want to see cocaine as a fluke. I didn't want to see sneaker laundry as a fluke, like as I couldn't do it again. And I worked really hard in 2 cents. I had to admit, it worked from day one, and I'm trying different strategies that I don't use for cocaine, that I don't use for sneaker laundry, and those strategies are working. And I believe that I can't just because there's some strategies that I don't use for cocaine and that I would like to implement, but it's like tarnishing my brand at the same time. So I look at 2 cents and I'm like, I can apply that campaign to cocaine. That to 2 cents, and it works. So it was another way for me to test the market, to be honest. Where can we find international suppliers to source garments for us? Your Highness, Alibaba, AliExpress, Taobao. There's another one called like 123. It's hard finding the right supply. Trust me, guys. And once you find the right supply, don't move suppliers. Like I have suppliers hitting me up left, right, and center because they know the amount of money I spend, and they offer for like 50% off, or they offer like 10% off. 10% off is huge for the amount of money that I'm spending at the moment on my stock, and I still wouldn't do it. Just because I built such a good relationship with my current supplier, and I don't want to go through the headaches and the dramas to only save. Like you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, but you're losing out on $5,000 to $10,000." I just don't want to tarnish businesses like that over money. I'd rather keep a good relationship because they even like my supplier flew down from China to meet me, sat down with me in my office, and asked me what they can do for me. I've never heard of something like that. Pop up in Frankston, Josh. I see you there, bruv. Shout out to Seawolf. Shout out to the Hour Group. Shout out. If you guys have some time, check out the.seawolf on Instagram because he's my homie, and he does some really, really good photography. I'm not even gonna lie. But what's the best way to save money? Don't spend money on dumb shit. Understand that you don't need a nice car, and like you guys know, I don't have a nice car. I don't have nice watches. I don't have nice things. I do have some nice things is because I get it on discount, or I haggle for it, or it's a trade of some sort. But I meet in Philly for the amount of like money we supposedly make. We don't spend our money. We're like a lot. I invested all back into my businesses or open new businesses. Like you guys know that I've been fighting to spend like okay, this sounds dumb in my head before I say it, but I'm wanting to buy a Nissan GDR, like a 35 GDR. But then I'm like, fuck, that's a lot of money for stupid shit. Like, I'd rather hire people, but now I have hired people. Now I've hired more people, and I just wanted my business to grow. So, there is a fine line between like spoiling myself and then like you've worked hard for it, so you've earned it. I don't know. I really don't. This is my like to the relationship question about money. This is my battle at all times. Okay. Let's see what else. Kendrick Lamar. What's up? Did you trademark the name phase and what? Registering trademarking. I believe that it's not a step that you need to take first, but I have trademarked. So yeah. Would you like to see cocaine racing jacket in the style of a vintage NASCAR jacket? Yes. Fuck yes. I fuck heavily with that vintage stuff. I hate it how Australians, I'm going to say Australians, don't really fuck heavily with vintage at the moment, but I would love to do a vintage NASCAR styled. Actually, you guys gave me a great idea because another collab that I'm actually doing, you guys don't know yet, is with Drift Cadet. So Drift Cadet is a car drifting school, so you can actually learn how to drift and stuff like that. You guys know I'm really into my 180s, Japanese import cars, and I feel like this merges with the brand really well because it's a Japanese thing. Like Jap cars in general is a thing that I like to work with. What's the two in the corner? What two in the corner? What's two in the corner? I'm trying to find what is that two in the corner? I don't know what that is. Who runs Facebook and Instagram ads? Do you do it or someone else? Did you learn yourself? Facebook and Instagram ads, I strictly do all myself. I learn everything about Facebook and Instagram ads. And I truly believe if your business is not on Facebook or Instagram ads, you're doing it wrong. I'm going to say it once more. If you're not on Facebook and Instagram ads, you are doing it wrong. Because currently Facebook and Instagram ads is such a low cost per purchase and such a low tier of the funnel. Like it's instant conversion. You're literally getting nearly a 1-to-1 return. Even if you do get a 1-to-1 return, you got to understand that a customer that you've never ever been able to actually get to has now known about your brand and purchased your products. So it's up to you then, is your product good, customer service good, and all that, to retain that customer. Facebook and Instagram ads, definitely got to do it yourself. Yeah, Brian, straight. I wish money never existed. I wish we could just barter for stuff. Like sometimes I trade my trades for another trade. Like I feel like it's so true. Oh my God, there's so much. Oh my God, how do I? Started watching your vlogs around 2017 when you had 15,000 subscribers. Do you think the amount of work you put into your YouTube channel has been worth it? Worth it money wise? No, YouTube doesn't pay anything for us. Like we barely make a good paycheck from YouTube. I get to help people. That's it. I think that all that really matters to me. If I'm able to help one person succeed and do what they want to do for a living and be able to achieve their goals, if they can learn anything, I don't give a fuck. Like if it's from me, my stupid mistakes, how I changed my car coilovers from what color I dyed my shoes to, or even a business advice of saving money. If I can help that one person, sorry, my dog's just barked, but save or help one person, that's all I really care. Do you have an active online share trading account with whether do you regularly buy? And no, I don't play the stock market. If that's what you guys are pretty much asking me, I don't play the stock market. I don't believe in it. I believe that's all man-made and it's all rigged. Like I hate to say it. Yo, Hao, you don't have a yeah, I thought it was a week. Good job. Save your money for a month. Yo, cool. What do you do for fun when you have time to chill? Play basketball. That's literally it. Vintage is about to get huge in Australia, in New Zealand, even whatever. Yeah, dude, vintage is such a big thing that I feel like there's an untapped market for it. And even when we did Sneaker Bash, like there was so many vintage markets that we had, and I really wanted to push that agenda to the consumers that vintage is so cool. Like it's literally what made what's cool right now, to be honest. How much does it cost to have your business advertised on social media? You can actually spend as much as you want, to be honest. Like you can spend $1, you can spend $10, you can spend $50. But what you guys got to understand is that as small businesses, we don't see the billboards, the TV ads, the massive Vodafone signs or the massive Telstra signs that are everywhere. Billboards are about $30,000 for 7 days, right? That's what the big companies are playing with. And if you're not willing to play at 1/10 of that size, your business is going to struggle. Like I hate to say it, like I can show you guys my ads and I would literally be saying I spend about $30,000 a month just on ads. Like straight up, I spend $30,000 a month just on ads. Even if it's just a 1-to-1 return, I'm fine. If I'm losing a bit of money, I'm fine with that as well. At least I'm not losing all 30 grand. But yeah. Will you be coming to Hot Import Nights? Yes, I will be definitely coming to Hot Import Nights. About to go to Japan end of the year. Any recommendations in terms of smart shopping? Go to the thrift stores. The vintage, the buy and sell places are definitely the place to go in Japan. Do you wish you were white? Why? I'm killing it at being Asian, dude. I don't even know why that was even a question. Why would I want to be white when I'm Asian? That's awkward. Do you have any investments in real estate, retirement funds, etc.? Yes, I do. Don't need to tell you guys what, but I do. Yes, I do watch a lot of entrepreneur YouTubers. I try to watch as many as I possibly can, and it does. Like I said, 10% of what I learn from all other people, I sort of just put it upon myself and try to learn more. And it's always good to learn. Like, yeah, I can't believe someone asked me if I want to be like, how on earth am I trying to be white? Like, I love Asian food. My girlfriend's Asian. I drive an Asian car. I don't get it. I really don't get it. What? This is the stuff that you deal with being whatever. I don't even know. What's the next big thing in fashion other than cocaine? For me, or like fashion in general. Fashion in general, like, you know what? I truly believe the girls start the trend first. So if you guys can see girls and what they're wearing, soon enough, that style would be transplanted to males. And yeah, so like for example, crop pants. That was a female thing first. Tight skinny leg jeans, that was a female thing first. Oversized jumpers, female thing first. Dad shoes, all that. All like if you guys really want to know the secret, you look into girls and what their current fashion is, and then a year later, that's what guys are going to be into, but the guy version of it. That's pretty much it. Any business inspirations, designers? Nego. Nego's the homie. Nego is the guy that I look up to. That guy does not speak one word of English and has huge collabs. Come on, like if you guys are literally like he can't speak English and he had a Louis collab. He has Pharrell on his right hand side. Kanye. He's got ASAP Rocky. He has all these big brands and he barely speaks English. That's insane. Just think about it. Think about it logically. Um, okay. Sorry. I sort of lost any business. Blah, blah, blah. Which YouTubers do you recommend? I watch a whole bunch of random YouTubers. Like I watch from like Frankie P, which does computer geeky stuff. I watch Illuminate Crew, so they got Randy and stuff like that. I watch who else do I watch? Mighty Car Mods. I watch top of my head. Damn. I watch a lot of wrestling content on Thingo. I watch a lot of random stuff, like a lot of random stuff. Jay Shetty, he's good. Tony Robinson, he's good. Gary V does get a bit washed out, but I do like to listen to Gary V once in a while because he does repeat a lot of things, but it's true. A lot of stuff that he does say is true. Josh, I will go to Frankston. I will find you, and I'll pat you on the head. Um, I don't know if you remember me, but how's TSL? Jacob Stone. What up, Jacob? TSL is going well, man. What are the top 3 tips for someone who wants to also create a clothing brand? Tip number 1, do not copy what other people were doing. I started off doing box logo jumpers and stuff like that, and that shit just did not work. And when I started incorporating more of my own designs and more of what I actually personally wear, those things actually started popping off. Like the things that I actually want to wear and design, that's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to copy anyone anymore. I'm not trying to do what's cool. I might imitate some things, but I will flip it and make it my own design. And I feel like that's how it's worked. Number 2, be sure that you have the funds. Be sure that that's something you really want to do. Be sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into. Late nights, you're going to miss out on a lot of birthdays. You're going to miss out on a lot of weddings. You're going to miss out on a lot of parties. You're going to miss out on a lot of times with your friends. So just be sure that you're willing to sacrifice that. And tip number 3, enjoy yourself. Enjoy it. Love it. And don't work hard. Like this, for me, this is not work. This is me enjoying what I'm doing every day. Love the cocaine Japanese character. Then found out you guys were Vietnamese. I had to support. Yeah, dude. I'm not straight Vietnamese. But I'm not full Vietnamese, but neither is Philly, but our Vietnamese side is nice and strong. Like love our banh mi's, love our pho, love our bumbu way, love all that kind of shit. What's the most annoying things you have to deal with running a business in Australia? And do you wish cocaine could have been more successful in USA? Yes. So the population of one city in America compared to the whole population of Australia is like massive. Like if I could just conquer 1% of the states, I'll be fine. But what's the hardest thing running a business in Australia is that We are 5 to 10 years behind on everything. Like, we go to Japan as foreigners and we're like, this is stupid. Like, why do I have to put my money in a vending machine, get a ticket, and then give it to the chef? What people don't understand, it's actually eliminating human error. As in, like, now, like, people are like, oh, why do I have to go to Coles and Safeway and literally scan my own thing? It's because it makes wages cheaper, it makes it smarter, and it eliminates human error. Like, you can't scan something twice. Someone can't get ripped off. It's your fault. That's pretty much it. Yeah, just like, it was so hard opening up the sneaker laundry and telling people that you needed to clean your shoes because it's health. Like, being Asian, like, we take our shoes off before we get into the house because we know the bacteria and the dirt and stuff that you walk in with your house. But like, for the norm of Australia, I don't want to be racist or stereotype, but a lot of people don't take off their shoes, and it's weird. Like, that's just a health thing. It has nothing to be cool. It doesn't have to be nothing. It's just health. It's fucking bacteria, dude. Like, do you know how much shit you step in, and then you walk into your house and step in your carpet, and I don't get it. I just don't get it. Who are your favorite wrestlers? Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio. The Rock was pretty good. Stone Cold, I wasn't really into that era. Anyone in the WCW era was good. I definitely did not say I wanted to be white. Definitely did not like. I preferably rather be Asian. I'm happy being Asian. Trust me, guys. I'm definitely happy being Asian. I don't want to be any other race. I want to be my race. I'm good at being my race, and I'm sweet. Yeah, I don't even know what, babe. Well, why is this even a thing? Like, why are people thinking I want to be another race? I'm definitely full blown Asian. Um, for KOKAINE, why don't you become a stockist at a retail, example, Culture Kings or boutique sale wars, and become pros and cons of becoming stockist? You know what? That's something. Sorry, I'm getting like reading a whole bunch of. Look, it's Wiz Khalifa. I have thought about it. I have thought about being a stockist at other retailers, but I just didn't want to. I just don't feel like I have enough stock for everyone, and people would just start being salty about it because our online job, I get 100 messages saying like it was in my cart, and then when I tried to purchase it, it was sold out. Like, there's a lot of customer complaints that I currently get about not having enough stock, and I currently don't know how to deal with it. But at the same time, I don't want to flood the market, and I don't want to tarnish my brand. At the moment, because I don't believe I have the right amount and the right customer base to actually make 5,000 of each product, nor do I have the money, to be honest. But yeah, Philly does definitely need to make a video about making bubble, but I don't think she knows how to be honest. So she might have to Google that one. The barbershop at High Point, we closed it. We closed it due to High Point not agreeing to our terms. And a barbershop is something that I would love to open again. A barbershop is something actually really, really good. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it might be easier. Might because you have blonde hair, referring to my. Okay, cool. Do a pre-order for online stock. Yeah, pre-orders is good, but then it's like I want people to be able to get their things ASAP and stuff like that. Anyway, guys, I think this is a long enough segment. Oh wow, it's been 53 minutes. Wow. Do you agree, Asian? Okay, I'm gonna answer the last couple questions. Do you agree Asian streetwear and culture is most popular than it's ever been? Do you think there will ever be another culture wave impacting the fashion and pop culture industry like that? Yes. Asian streetwear culture. I feel like we were never given the respect that we deserved at the very beginning of streetwear culture. I hate to say it. Like, I know a lot of international Chinese, Japanese, Indonesian, whatever. I'm not going to select a race of Asian that do ruin it for us. That who have daddy mummy money and just buy all the brands and just put all brands together. That sometimes ruins it for us. But I'm telling you guys, man, like Nerd Unit. Shout out to Nerd Unit from KL. They're currently killing it in Japan. Nerd Unit is a crazy Asian brand. There's a lot of
tech wear brands that are coming out of from Vietnam that are insane. Like, I try to follow as many brands as I possibly can that are coming from the Asian culture. Koreans are killing it with their fashion. Like, dude, like, you go to Japan, there is no other place that you feel like you can wear wherever the fuck you want and feel comfortable and at home. There's no one judging you. There's no judgment there. Like, shout out to the Asians. Is Culture Kings trash? No, Culture Kings. I used to work for Culture Kings as a DJ. I definitely, I believe that their business is a business. I wouldn't say they're doing it for the culture. I would say they're doing it for their pockets. And as a business, they are killing it. They are absolutely killing it. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate this talk. Next Monday, we'll do this again. We'll do this again next Monday. So, guys, I'll see you guys next Monday, 5 p.m., same time, same date, same everything, same people, same white hair, blonde hair, whatever you guys want to call it. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for that. I appreciate you guys. I hope this learns or helps or teaches someone something and gives you a better insight of me personally and Philly as well. And how we run our businesses. I like to keep this business orientated only. You guys can ask me random questions at the same time, but I'll speak to you guys soon. When's the next video in the series for I Started Business With You? Sorry, guys. We will upload those with our vlogs. I wanted to make it separate, but I felt like I can't do separate videos for it. Oh, maybe I should. I don't know. You guys let me know, because our vlogs sometimes don't go too long, and then our vlogs are usually business related anyway. So it's sort of like I can just shove it in there and it's okay. Anyways, peace. I'll speak to you guys later. Thank you very much. I'm going to learn how to end this stream without being awkward. Thank you. Did it work?